So just take a moment and just settle in and let all those things you don't want to just drop away now. And as you listen to my voice and you listen to the comforting sounds of rain and thunder, just take a deep breath and listen and feel and relax. Allow yourself to let go into relaxation. And as you listen to my voice and remember, feeling really wonderful and relaxed. Because in a moment, a wave of relaxation begins to move through you and rises and falls and ebbs and flows as you drift into a wonderful, pleasant feeling of deep relaxation now. While you are in a safe, comfortable place, allow your body just to sink and grow heavier and heavier. Allow all the sounds around you to allow you to feel deeply, deeply relaxed. And as your body stays still, as you hear my voice, your mind begins to float like a feather, as light as a feather, being pushed by the breeze. As your body relaxes, that's right. And as your mind and your thoughts drift and wander, floating around like feathers in the breeze, softly, deeply, you are relaxing. All parts of you just soften. I know and you know that there are parts of you that know certain things that can help you heal in many powerful ways, and they can help you relax now, because you know that one part of you, that one that's been mixing things up a little bit, you know where it is, what it is, and how it feels. That's right. And I know you know there have been many times in the past when it's caused some problems. You remember them, but you're not emotionally attached to those memories. And there is one way back, way back in the past, that started that whole chain of events. Maybe you remember this happening yesterday, or maybe it was a month ago, or a year ago, or 5 years ago. It doesn't really matter when it was. Maybe you can remember this happening 10 or even 20 years ago. Maybe it was further back than that, going deeper. But maybe your unconscious knows where this began, because as your mind begins to drift, remember on the movie screen of your mind, images will begin to flash before you as your body stays comfortable, relaxed here in this room. Your mind can remember things in as much detail as you need to heal. And as your mind drifts back further and further, a very clear image will begin to form on that movie screen. Way back there, that first experience that started this whole chain of events. And you can see it there on the movie screen of your mind, if you were to choose. And you may drift further and further away as you stay comfortably relaxed. That's right. Going deeper and deeper, feeling very relaxed, that's right. As your mind drifts back further and further, way back, that the first experience that started this whole chain of events, and you can see it on the movie screen of your mind, if you were to choose. And you may drift even further and further away as you stay comfortably and deeply relaxed. That's right. It may even become black and white and seem even more removed, as if it were happening to someone else, because it was someone else. That's a different you on that screen, a different you in mental memory. Even your cells were different. All of those bodily cells have been renewed now. And as you remember that you out there in that old experience, old version of yourself, whatever may happen, whether you know it consciously or unconsciously, specific or general, you know that this is over. It's time to stop playing this old track. It's been like a broken record in your unconscious, a broken record. So as you watch that old experience, or just get a sense of it in your mind's eye, you may remember or understand that today you will have much more knowledge and experience than you did then. And when you see that experience, that over there, playing out, a new insight or understanding will spark your imagination. You'll begin to understand this and feel this in new and more powerful ways. Maybe you begin to understand what you could learn from this experience that will benefit you in some way. Because if you are going through an experience like that, you might as well learn something from it, right? Some people do wrong learning, like blaming other people for the way things happened. Enlightened and intelligent individuals look at situations and learn they could have done some things differently in order to prevent future situations like this one. If you were going to avoid a situation like this one in the future, what would you do differently? I wonder, sometimes all you have to do is relax and shift the way you feel inside, so that even when things happen, you can handle it and relax and disconnect and let go. That's right. Good. And if you wanted, because this is just a memory, it's just in your imagination, you could now begin to rewind it and take the color out, make it black and white like an old movie. And when you rewind it, I want you to rewind it from yourself. This thing already ended. You are at the end of this movie, so you could rewind it, that experience, reverse it so that things go backwards, back in time, very fast, rewinding back before things ever existed at all. And when you are in that moment, before things ever existed at all, the most peaceful feeling washes over you now. As it completely dissolves anything else, because this is what it would feel like to be filled with bliss, to feel strong, to be confident, or filled with love. As a default setting, how would it feel if you were flooded with the most beautiful feelings possible? Just think back to a time when you felt the most beautiful feelings possible. You had all the strength, all of that peace, and all of that love that you could handle anything. So that this time now, when you go through this scenario, it's very, very different. I wonder what changes as you play this event now, feeling and knowing for now that you are enlightened and intelligent and strong individual. That you have inside of you all the resources you need, all the emotional makeup, all the love, all the support, all the strength, all the fortitude, and maybe even all the courage. And maybe even all the confidence that you need right now. Feel what's changed now. When you already have these things, when you already have these things, different, isn't it? And because you have now changed that old event, you may recognize what happens to all those others that come after it. You have built these inner resources, and you have successfully dealt with those circumstances once. I bet you can do it again, even better. That's right. And you notice how much easier it gets when you get strong and more courageous and more relaxed and more creative. So all those other things that have taken place, you'll handle in the most enlightened way possible. A wise man once said, "The secret of life isn't what happens to you, it's what you do with what happens to you." What you do with that. It's your choice how you react to what happens to you, how you respond, is your choice. How much stronger do you get knowing that? How much more do you act in your own best interest to create harmony between you and others in a wonderful, healthy way? How would you have handled those things that happened recently? And how are you going to handle them in the future? Tomorrow, tonight, next week, next year? Now that your history looks the way it does, feels the way it does, when you look at those old events. Now you have rewritten history. You can also rewrite your future. If you could pull the plug and watch all that old garbage go down the drain and put in only good stuff and seal it inside, so that your past begins to glow and fill in and get clear in ways that make you feel good. And remember, good things, so that when you imagine your future, when you begin creating your future now, when you begin rewriting your future now, you do so with strength, confidence, inspiration, and creativity. Having all the love in your heart, all the love you need, fill up your body, all the support you need. You feel all that support from the universe. You feel supported. You feel it in your body, your heart, your mind, your soul. All the support you need, full of everything you need inside, so that no matter what life brings your way, you succeed in every moment, being the best version of yourself. And by succeed, you exceed your own expectations, the expectations of your family, the expectations of your friends, your co-workers, of society. Because what would it be like if you defined success by how you are able to respond to everything that ever happens to you, confidently, calmly, peacefully, by being the best version of yourself? As succeeding in everything is possible by being the best version of who you really are inside. To be exceptional, and you can imagine doing this, can't you? It's just being the best version of yourself. So as you breathe and relax, you now know that any of those things in the past that don't feel incredibly perfect, you can just let them go. You have learned from them. And by learning, I mean decide what to take from them that is valuable for you, so that you can apply it in your own life and rewind any of that uncomfortable experiences. Let them go and become the director of your own movie and act in it in a way that you feel is the best version of yourself, that you direct. That's right. You can direct your own life and be the star. Woohoo! As you star in your own movie of your own making. You are the author of your own life. You are made of stardust. Remember that, and remember what that means. So from now on, all those new memories sink deep into your unconscious as that part of your mind lets you be conscious of what to do from now on, so that you consciously create your life and may or may not be familiar with what sports teams do after they play a game. They review all of the things that took place. They look at it out there on the video screen and they watch and they learn what to do, what could they have done differently to have made that just right. Did I need to shift this way or did I need to shift that way? Do I need to take a few steps back or do I need to leap forward? And then they practice it again and again and again until they get it right. That's right. You know how to do this now, don't you? Learn from the past. Figure how the best way it is for you and practice until you've got it, because you can. And now that you have, take a nice deep refreshing breath. And just slowly orientate yourself back to this moment, here and now. And when you open your eyes and when you're fully conscious, you will feel better and better waking to this room. And as you bring yourself back to full waking consciousness, your heartbeat returns to the normal waking rate. Your breathing changes back to normal. You're fully feeling wonderful, relaxed, and better than ever before, and confident that you can achieve your goals, feeling really good. Shing!